Hey guys, Buddy Glasgow here once again. Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be about Trump's tweet about how he's going to, talking to his generals, he's going to go ahead and ban the transgenders from all forms of service of the military. What do I think about it? Do I agree with it or do I disagree with it? I'm both for and against, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, before you hit the fucking dislike, throw some fucking shade down there before you mind your SJW bullshit. Hear me out, because I'm going to give you some good reasons why for and against this ban, okay? First off, get off the high horse about fucking moral character, okay? Yeah, you're talking to someone who has grown up with gay people, talks to gay people on a regular basis, has no fucking problem with it, okay? I have no problem with women serving in the military. I have no problem with gays serving in the military. If you want to pick up a fucking weapon and go after it, put your life on the line, I'm all for it, as long as you're willing to defend the country. There's a problem when it comes to this part, and I'm going to get to it. I've been debating on it today when I discovered it about the tweet. And I've been sitting and thinking on it. And there's a reason this ban will both can hold up and why it may not hold up. When it gets to the lower courts, ain't gonna fucking matter. You're gonna find those people who are gonna be for and against it. They're gonna fight each other until it goes up to the fucking Supreme Court, which will take could take 4 or 5 years. And then it comes to the Supreme Court, and there's a slight chance that it will prevail and hold up, and then there's also a good chance that it will not. But by the time, it will depend on what happens to it by the time it gets to the Supreme Court, because they can change this ruling. And quite frankly, I think they will, when they realize what's going to happen. And to all you fucking SJWs out there and Wolfer Butters and or whatever the fuck you want to call yourselves, snowflakes, get the fuck over yourself. Okay, everyone's over. Oh my God, Trump's against LGBTQ. What the fuck ever you call yourselves now, community. He didn't fucking mean it. He just did this to the military. He didn't say that about anything else. And this is a fucking problem. Of course, then you have the fucking Democrats come out. Pelosi, who has no fucking reason to talk, is full of shit. So it's all mainly the Democrats up there in Washington, full of shit. Here's my thing, and here's how I think they should change it. If you are post-op, have you had your shit changed? Serve. If you are transgender but you're not taking medications, you can serve. If you are on medications, you cannot serve. And here's why. I am in a position of knowledge, because I've seen it, through my position, where I have seen people who are transgender and on medications have side effects of these medications that they take, and have in some cases, mental instability. This poses a problem when you're out on a battlefield if something like this should happen. As it's somewhat rare, 50-50. But it happens, and that's a problem. That's where I say, okay. There is actually a money reason behind this ban, and I agree with it too. But I'm thinking just for the safety of soldiers. Not that they can't, I'm not saying that trannies cannot serve, that they aren't capable to serve just as well as women and men. They can, it's just what the medication does. And I have seen this, I've seen it with my own eyes, and that's why I'm okay with it. Now, when it comes to, well, they can't hold this up legally, they can. Okay, let me tell you why. It will be a slim reason. Some people are trying to do stuff in the past, that's not going to fucking matter. With the presidents of the past. They will have that argument of the mental instability, not because of, being transgender, which they could use that fine, but that would probably fall through. But the medicational side effects. If they want to try to say, well, it's a rarity that can happen, it doesn't fucking matter. Okay? When you sign to be military, when you sign to be a soldier, you are the government's fucking property. Okay? Whether you all fucking like it or not, you are. Okay? They can tell you where to eat, where to drink, where to fucking sleep, how many fucking hours a day you're going to work and when you're going to fucking sleep. All they have to do is keep you alive. No, humanely keep you alive. They just got to keep you up fighting fit to fight. That's all they have to do. Granted, they take good care of you, but I'm just saying that's all the bare necessaries they have to do. They got to keep you alive and keep you somewhat in humane conditions. Transgenderism, surgery, and all that is cosmetic. I'm sorry, it is. Which is better come to that part. They're mainly doing it to stop having to pay for all the estrogen and all the surgeries, which Obama opened up with when he came into office. Number one, the VA is not going to do these surgeries. It's fucking stupid. Number one, why would you go to the VA anyway? Why would you have a sex change operation at the VA? I don't think I'd want to. I'd rather go to a private doctor who specializes in it. Two, federal government ain't going to pay anything you don't have to fucking pay. And I got an argument with someone about this the other day on something else. Because I thought they knew their shit. Like, no, they're not going to pay for anything they don't want to. So, once they make those arguments into the Supreme Court, by the time it gets there, you're going to have a couple more conservatives on there. It ain't going to, it'll probably pass that it's legal to ban them just by sitting this. Because by the time you get there, all the socialism bullshit, most of them, it's not going to be enough in there. The don't ask, don't tell shit went by because of the social shit. It's going to be totally different by the time this shit gets on there. So, because of that now, here's something I've been thinking about is, if you're a tranny, and I'm not saying that fucking derogatory, I've always said tranny, I don't care if you're actually transgender, you just like your simple woman, I don't fucking care, okay? Get over yourself. I shorthand a lot of my words. So if you're a real tranny, I would make where it's, you can have the surgery after your service. You can take your estrogen or testosterone, whichever way you want to go, after service and you're out of the military. Because that would eliminate the chance of you having a side effect of the medications you're taking, and go ape shit with a loaded weapon, even though it's it's under 50%, but it's still going to happen. And quite frankly, people, you can't, for the tranny community, you can't afford to have something like that happen. Okay? Because it's just going to take fucking one thing to happen like that, and it's going to be on you. You'll be labeled as a fucking community. I don't give a fuck who you are, you're going to be labeled. Until it clears. And you know it will. So, and the one chance of it being knocked down and being reversed would be that there's a chance to get around it. Is, like I'm saying, is not take it during, wait till after, don't pay for the surgery. Sticks and Hammer 666, I watched his video not too long ago. He has a good idea. I agree with him. Similar to mine, but it's his. I'm gonna give credit to it. He said, came up with, make it clear to the trannies that if you come in to serve, you will pay for all the medicine yourself. You will still get it from the military. You will get it from the government, but you're going to pay for it. We're going to take it out of your paycheck. Let it be known that any surgery will be done basically after your service. It will be out of your pocket. The U.S. government will not pay for any of it. It's cosmetic surgery. Again, like I said, cosmetic. Means it's not essential. If it didn't happen during combat, you're not going to get covered for it. So, yeah. And I know I'm going, oh God, even though I told you, I know you're going to get fucking comments, but it's mainly for a safe factor. I don't give a fuck if they serve. I think they should serve. It's fine. If anyone, like I said, anyone who serves should serve. But no, I've seen too many people who have been on it have side effects. Some are fine. Some act just fine. Okay? Like a lot of people, they're probably act just fine. They have no issues, but I have seen it. That everyone wants to say this is a hunky-dory and, oh my God, oh, that's wonderful, you have no effects. No, they're side effects. I've seen it. Okay, that's why I agree with it. Now, I don't agree with it fully, but I understand. But I think what will happen is, given time, probably by the end of the year, maybe start next year, they will start easing back on this ban. I think they will go implement the suggestions maybe me and both Sticks and Hammer have suggested on here. And I'm sure some other people have suggested the same thing. We're not going to pay for your surgery. We're not going to pay for your pills. You're going to pay for it, and you will take the pills we give you. You're not going to, you'll get them through us. So, what if they do that? Then one, the ban goes away, and there'll be no court case to come to the Supreme Court, because the Supreme Court will then realize the ban's not really existent. It is basically just conforming everyone to safety standards of practice, and they'll dismiss the case. So, that's what I think. In a couple years, that will wind up. It will change eventually. Okay, because then, you will then have people who want to dodge this, that, and the other, trying to say they're tranny, not to get into service. So that's my opinion on it. That's what I think will happen on it. Like or dislike down below. Subscribe. Don't give me any of your fucking bullshit comments. If you're just gonna waste your fucking time spewing bullshit, don't fucking comment. Because you just fucking waste your time, because I'm not gonna put it on here. Alright. You guys take care as always, and I will see you all next time.